Right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first live stream special of Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. For those of you watching on YouTube, this is a recording of a live stream I did previously, so it's going to be a bit of a longer episode. But for those of you who are actually watching this live right now, welcome, and feel free to interact in any way that you see fit. This is kind of experimental. It's my first time doing a live stream, so any positive feedback would be appreciated. Okay, so anybody wondering where we are in the story, we have completed the first area, all the stories in this land of Udun, the first half of Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. So today we're going to be completing all the rest of the side missions and collecting the rest of the artifacts and moon runes in this part of Mordor. And then we're going to be going over the Appendices, all of the lore and background and bonus details that are available to read after you find the objects. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. Where to first? As good a place to start as any. Okay, so there is a live chat available for anyone who wants to. Well, obviously not if this is the YouTube recording you're watching. What is this? Oh, cool. Got some intel. I don't really plan on taking out any captains or war chiefs here, but if we come across them, we won't let them escape. And let's see, as far as hunting challenges and survival challenges go, we have completed all the survival challenges in this area, so we're not going to be really worrying about that. And the last hunting challenge available to me right now is killing a Graug. And as anybody who's ever tried to do that knows, is incredibly difficult. So that's not on my list. Okay, first side mission in this cave. Let's see. Arise. He was surrounded on all sides by an overwhelming force. Standing his ground, he faced down every foe until the will of his attackers was broken. What do we got? Fight off the Uruk ambush. Bonus objective, combat drain Uruks. I think I have that ability. Shouldn't be too difficult. Whoa! There we go. Nothing compared to that 100 hit streak we had earlier. Another drain. Three. Four. And 5. Alright, now let's waste these fools. Dang it. There's a berserker in the crowd. Let's be careful. Alright, 19 out of 40. Oh, this makes things easier. Alright, let's see. Who's left? No, you don't. Dang it. There's a lot more out here. Whoops, I'm leaving the mission area. Gotta get back in that cave. I guess we have to make the stand from inside the cave. Easy. Alright. That's done. Beautiful. Okay, let's banish the rest of these guys with some fear. And then we can move on. This berserker's not giving up. You're in my sight. No, you don't. And an ability point. Beautiful. Okay, let's see. What did we get? Swift finisher. That's great. I do not use daggers. Shoulder charge, not really useful. Wraith finisher. Victims of drain and flurry kill will explode, causing... Victims of drain and flurry kill will explode, causing nearby enemies to recoil in terror. That sounds good to me. Oh, I've got a captain. Let's see if we can't just take him out. Nope. Orc strong, but they not smart. No, you don't.
I lose this time, but you lose next time.
Nope. Alright, we got a rune. Anything good? Oh, this reminds me of something. Let's see, it's a level 8. Increases all weapon damage by 18% when hitting an enemy from behind. And that sounds fine. Might as well. But this does remind me that... Okay, you guys remember, I downloaded a DLC recently that gave me 3 free epic runes, and I really didn't want to use them because it seemed kind of like cheating, because the DLC was free, and I literally didn't have to do anything to get those runes. So I established that after I would beat war chiefs, for each war chief I defeated after I downloaded the DLC... for each war chief I defeated after I downloaded that DLC, I would give myself one of those runes as sort of to create a reward system instead of the power being completely free. And since we defeated the boss at the end of the first half of Shadow of Mordor, I figured I'd go ahead and give myself for that the first and the weakest of those 3 epic runes, which was one with nature, which makes you immune to poison. So we've got that now. Although and the reason I think it's the least useful is just because I haven't really encountered any poison before. I'm sure it'll come up. Ooh. Done. Alright. Well, that's it for this area. Where to next? Completed all the north and all the east. So let's head south. We got a vendetta mission. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm not really for killing the captains, as that's not really one of my goals of this stream. But vendetta missions, we might as well, because they don't come up all that often. And for those of you who don't know what a vendetta mission is, it's where I can avenge one of my fallen friends on the PlayStation Network. We can free some slaves too. It is just so much easier to make the Uruks run away than kill all of them. I'm really happy I got that ability. Alright. New missions available. Interesting. Just a second, guys. All right. Thank you guys for bearing with me. If I ever have to pause or anything during the stream, I appreciate your patience. Like I said, this is my first time. So, I'll try to keep those to a minimum, but I can't guarantee that they're not going to happen. Okay. Oh gosh, I hate this. How do I get up here? Oh, okay. Not that hard. Ooh, elf shot. Okay, vendetta. Avenge the death of that guy by killing Rash Flesh Picker. Gross. Okay. Bonus objective, stealth kill the target. I can do that. Let's see. Where are you? Hello? Rash? Wait, there?
Rash.
Yes. Vulnerable to stealth, fear of ghouls, fear of graugs, damaged by explosions. Alright, let's see if we can't finish him off in a sneaky manner. There he is. Stealth kill him. Maybe I can draw him close first. Yeah, we can get him away from the group. Come on. Closer. Okay. Let's see if we can't get him. Yes! Done. Alright. Woo! And we got a rune. For the dagger. A level 21. Recover 88% focus on a stealth kill. That's great. Okay, let's see. Next, we've got an artifact. Now, artifacts, they do contribute to the appendices. The more you find, the more information you have about Mordor, its inhabitants, and all that. So, obviously, we need to find all those before we can accurately go over the appendices at the end. Let's see. Where are you? A horned helmet. Neat. Okay. Another one down. The Wraith. Got a side mission.
If we could have trusted each other, maybe Hirgon would not have needed to desert us. Maybe together we would have been ready when Sauron returned.
Even without the fell influence of the Dark Lord, mankind shall never know the end of war.
Profound. Alright, the Wraith. He hid amongst the Dark Lord's soldiers, silently killing them one by one. He would not rest until they fled the camp in terror. Alright, stealth kill Urks without being detected. Bonus objective, kill Urks with strikes from above. Let's see if we can't do this. 1. Okay. Now we need to get these strikes from above nailed down. Okay, that's just a slave. Come on. Maybe we can draw him closer. No. Alright. That's one. Now the key here, most difficult thing, is the not being detected part. Because if one Uruk sees us, it's all over. Come on, get me up. Crap, crap. There we go. Okay. Now we can get this guy without that other one seeing. Okay, 2. Just need one more, and then we can just kill them without having to worry about falling on them. Let's see. Come along. Dang it. He's coming up. Maybe it won't be so bad. Come on. Closer. There you are. 3. Okay. Now we just need to stealth kill one more, and we've won. Come on. Is there someone up, or is he below us? He's up here? No, he's down. There he is. And 5. Alright, success. Another one down. Okay, did we get any upgrades available from that? Nah. Okay, where to next? Okay, let's go here for one of the freeing the slaves missions. Alright, the north is clear, the east is clear, the south is clear, just the west left. Don't get in my way, don't get in my way. There. Dang it. I really don't have to deal with all of them right now. I'm sure I can outrun them. It won't be a big deal. Okay. Where are these guys? Oh, they're not even in the fortress. They're over here. Now, in this main series, I said that I wouldn't do any more Free the Slaves missions on camera, but since we're doing all the missions anyway, might as well. These slaves risked everything to steal the grog from their master's stores. Now they are bound and destined for death. Release them from their bonds. Moral of the story? Don't steal orcs' alcohol. Let's see. Rescue slaves and bonus objective, poison the grog barrels. Sounds good to me. And it doesn't even say we have to remain undetected. It just says we have to poison them. Okay. There's one poison grog. You see nothing. And second poison grog. Let's see. Oh, shoot! Crap. No, shush. No, you don't. Okay. That's close. Gotta be more careful. Let's see. Where's another grog barrel? Gotta be careful. Can I slip through here? Yes. Surely there's another barrel close by. Yeah, there's one just on the other side of this wall. Up it is then. Any others easier to get at? No, that looks like it's pretty much it. Okay.
To save us.
Poison the grog. Okay, and cut him free.
Thank goodness.
All right. Nope. Nope. This isn't going to end well. They see me now. All right. Maybe we can scare him away. No. Okay. Just one more slave. Here you are, bud. All right, success. We're done.
Thank you for saving us. It wasn't even worth stealing that grog. Tasted like old West warfare.
That's disgusting. Okay, 2 bonus missions and a vendetta. This area is rich. Clear the skies. His enemy's arrows darken the sky. He moved to eliminate the archers and clear the path for his forces. What forces? I'm pretty much a one-man army. Stealth kill archers without setting off the alarm. Bonus objective ledge kill. You guys know I'm all about those bonus objectives. Let's see. One ledge kill. Let's see. We can probably shimmy around and get some others. Okay, we have to just be careful to not set off the alarm. We can be detected by 1 or 2 as long as nobody lights the signal fire. 2. He's like, oh, what? George? George, where'd you go, George? Right here. Okay. We can go around there and ledge kill that guy, and then we'll only have 1 more to do.
Them slaves from the mines need a good whipping. I can see from here we'll get too low on coal for the fools.
And archers is all we're focusing on right now. Don't have to worry about anybody else. See, this fortress is Durthang, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm pretty sure it was mentioned in the books. You can find it on a map if you look in any of the Lord of the Rings books. Just inside of the Black Gate of Mordor. That's right. There we are. Okay. That's 4 of 5. Looks like there's a zip line. Can we get it from here? Yeah. This is where it's supposed to be. Okay. Let's see. We need to get higher. Can we? No, that's a bare wall. There's no getting higher on that. The orcs, just 1. Shh. Nope. Say nothing. Okay. There we go. Okay, that one was a little ridiculous. Just need a stealth kill. 5 more. 6. Let's see, where are the others? Seven. 8. Blade in the dark. 9. Yeah, he won't be a stealth kill. So we need 1 more. Let's see. Come on. Where are you? Oh, up there. No, Talion. I want to go up. Wait, fine, we'll go this way. We'll do it your way. Right there. Crap. Did not mean to do that. Oops. Oh well, no harm, no foul. Last one. And done. Alright. Success. We did it! That was the last dagger mission. A dagger's secret in the night. Great. You completed half of the legend of your dagger, Archon. Archon has been reforged by the Wraith, and the tale has been inscribed upon its blade. Cool. I'm not sure exactly what I get, but it's nice to have. Okay, we got a new ability point. Swift Finisher. We've been wanting to have this one for a while. And we can increase our maximum health, but I think more focus would be good for us. That's one of the things I love most about completing side missions. It's the best way to get Mirian, which is the currency that lets you unlock these stat upgrades. Okay. Now let's do Cutting the Lines. That looks like the last sword legend mission in this area. We've done the last dagger. We have 1 more sword and 1 more bow. And then it'll be done. Now, some of you might not know that when I first started this series, my goal, I said, was to complete this game 100%. And so that's one of the reasons I really like to do... oh, wait, hang on a second. Was there... No? Another objective of mine is to complete all of the Free the Slaves missions. But that's kind of difficult to tell if you've done or not. I might have to come back later and do all that. Because you have to find slaves to free before you can activate the mission. Okay, cutting the lines. Descending up on the enemy camp, he cut off the Dark Lord's supply of new recruits. On that day, the trainees learned only of death. All right. Melee execute Oryx. Oh, it's a captain.
You faggot! I think Sauron would fancy your head mounted on Parador. I will deliver it personally.
You gotta admire their zeal. Dang it. Now this guy's tough. Not tough enough, though.
Before, not now.
All right. He's invulnerable to stuns. Dang it. Done. All right. Let's get back to it. Do you? All right. Since melee executions is the name of the game here, going in swords blazing seems like our best bet. No, you don't. Dang it. I hate berserkers. Dang it. There we go. 3. Four. Oh, crap. Whoa! Crap. Man, we might be in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. I hope not, but this is difficult. What the? No, you don't. Uh-oh. Come on, come on. Alright, we gotta find some herbs. This is getting too intense. Are there? Yes, there's some under the bridge. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, let's be careful about this. We'll get our health back, and then we'll go up and finish these guys off. We have to kill all of these guys. That is no easy task. Oh, that's one more. Five. Alright. There you go. Alright, now we can crap start using the flash. I do not mean the hit TV show. Crap, Berserker. I hate you. There you are. Nope. Enough out of you. Nope. Alright, come on. There. And... Alright. Gotta kill all of these guys. Not just a number, not just 40. Every last one of them. Nope. Shoot, crap. This freaking shield guy. Nope. Awesome. No, you don't. This is getting dicey. One of the best parts about this game is, even though I feel pretty powerful so far... Wait, I have an idea. Dang it, he put out the fire. What a jerk. Nope. Enough of you. Come on, come on. Alright. Boy, do I love this game. The combat is just spectacular. Crap, 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 crap. We can't do too many more of those. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's find some herbs. I know there's some nearby. Under the bridge. Okay, we gotta start using our environment. Is there anything... No, there's no fires, there's no grog barrels, there's nothing. It's just us. Berserker crap, we gotta finish him off. Man, these guys do not stop coming. No, you don't. Nope, don't. Crap. I'm too close. I can't see anything. Crap, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. No. There. This is just a swarm. How do I do this? There. Oh. Done. My goodness. Oh, okay, okay. Let's celebrate for a second. Yes. Urfael. A beacon of light to the unled. Oh. That's freaking awesome. Now let's get out of here. Okay, there's a rune over here from where we... Apparently I didn't pick up a rune from killing a captain. You know? Enough. Enough out of all of you. I'm so happy that doesn't hurt me. Flee from me. Okay, let's see. What rune did we get? Okay. It's for my dagger. And it is only level 9. Yeah. Not that important. Okay, we've got a vendetta mission to complete. Let's see. Who's sorry butt am I avenging this time? Let's see. Avenge the death of Chris Deed by killing Kulagala the killer. Kill Kulagala the killer. Okay. Alrighty. A bonus objective, stealth kill the target. Let me see. First we gotta find him. Is that you?
All rock.
No, that's not you. You're somewhere else. Let me see. Where could you be? You? Yes.
Ugaluga.
Vulnerable to stealth finishers, fear of burning, fear of Karagors. Invulnerable to ranged. Alright, so we're going to try to stealth finish this guy. Let's see. We gotta draw them away. Is there any... No, there's no fires or anything. Come on. Maybe? No, he's invulnerable to ranged. Maybe if I create a distraction. Yeah? Yeah? You gonna go check it out? Maybe I can... Come... Dadgummit! Dadgummit! No! Crap! Oh well.
It was you and those maggot slaves who blew up the monument, wasn't it? The tower will pay handsomely for your guts on a spike.
Not if I have your guts first. Too bad we couldn't stealth kill. Oh, we still could stealth kill him. We just gotta lose him. What?
Think I'm alone, do you? Wait till I blow this horn.
You won't get the opportunity. Whoa. Okay, let's see if we can't lose him. So we can still stealth kill. Maybe? Yeah, we can lose him. There's 2 captains. Yes, got him. We're gonna finish off that other guy. Vendetta complete. Let's see, what were you? Nothing special. I don't think. You're just a level 10. Yeah, not a big deal. Let's see. Do we know anything about this guy? Any of his weaknesses?
Glook.
No. Nothing. Well, we can still take him out. Where are all your allies now? Nowhere. What did he give us? Anything special? A level 9. Sylvan Arrow, 34% chance to recover plus 30 focus for a headshot, as opposed to recover 52% focus after immobilizing an enemy. I don't know. I don't do that enough to justify that. Okay. Let's see. What other side quests have we? Oh, just a couple things left. We've got one more artifact and one more bow mission. Alright. Oh, there's another vendetta available. I might do that on my own time. Off stream, off camera. We'll see. It depends on if he's close enough or not. Because if we don't have to go... Ooh, ghouls. If we don't have to go out of the way to get him, then might as well. Right here to Karagor Cave. We've got to be careful. Let's see. Ah, I see. Okay. Graven idol representing Morgoth. Interesting. That'll be a fun thing to talk about when we get to the appendices. Alright, well that's all of...
The first Dark Lord of Middle-earth.
The great enemy. Sauron was his servant, and was loyal to the end and beyond.
Dadgummit ghouls. Gotta avoid that. I hate ghouls. They're no fun to fight. Okay, let's see. That's all of that. Last thing to do is this bow mission. And then all the side quests will have been completed.
Our archers get killed from so far away, their target's is dead before we even see.
Okay. Now, okay, anybody who's been watching my series, the YouTube series, up to this point, will know that this bow mission is the bane of my existence. It is, for whatever reason, has eluded me, but apparently I received a comment that I have been being an idiot. Ooh, we can free some slaves. That apparently I'm being an idiot about it, and that there's a much easier way to complete it than I thought. Awesome.
Thank you, Ranger. We poisoned the slaver's grog, but he knew we'd done it. Can you help my friends?
You got it, bud. That's the whole point of why I'm here. Okay, so this bow mission seemed incredibly hard, but apparently because the whole point is that the Uruks are weakened in it, so I can take them out quicker. I just have to take out a whole lot in what seemed like an impossibly short amount of time. Swift mercy. Having cursed his enemies, his arrows offered a swift end to their suffering. So like I poisoned them or something. Okay. Let's do this. 1. Yep. Much easier. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Crap. Gotta get the elf shot back. 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. Done. Oh, that was incredibly easy. I feel like a fool now. Azkar. Narvi had me made for the ringsmith and for his loyal service. Awesome. That means we've completed all the side missions for the sword, for the dagger, and for the bow. Wunderbar. Alright, but now we have a million angry Uruks. Oh, they're all running away. And or getting attacked by ghouls. Great. Now, where was that free the slave mission? What is all this? I don't really know. Maybe we'll look into it later. Okay. Venom. Hopefully the last free the slave mission in Udun, which is the name of this part of Mordor. The area just inside the Black Gate. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll get a special bonus for that too. No guarantees. Oh, and there's some more slaves over here to free. I know it is. It's an achievement you can get for completing all the slave missions, so I know they don't just randomly generate. Like, there will be an end to them. I'd like to get them all out.
Want to fight back? They even stole some weapons. They took my friends.
I got them. That's actually closer. Let's go ahead and do that one.
You're dead.
Yeah. Now, I'm not sure if I will end up cutting these down for the actual YouTube video as opposed to the live stream. You guys can maybe let me know in the comments what you prefer. Because it'd be obviously be easier just to upload the entire the entire episode to YouTube and not have to fiddle with editing it or anything. But I don't know if you guys prefer me to take that extra time, if it makes it a better viewing experience. I'm completely open to that prospect. All right. Let's see. Borrowed blades. The outcasts were beaten down after stealing swords from the Uruk. Now it is time to fight for them. Okay, bonus subjective. Kill Uruks with brutal eyes from above. Sounds easy enough. 1. We got to free 5 slaves as opposed to just 3 this time. This is a little bit special. I'm glad I caught this one on camera.
Feels like we haven't had a good fun in weeks.
There's nothing more annoying than doing something really cool and not being recording. Oh crap, I'm leaving the mission area. I gotta get back. Doesn't count for anything if you leave in the middle of it and you have to restart. It's the worst. Okay, just one more, and the bonus objective will be complete. Great. Alright, now we can just focus on rescuing the slaves. That's a berserker. Yeah, I feel like a good fight. No, you don't. No, you don't. Come on. Don't let him light it. Don't let him light it. Okay. Dead. Okay. Let's see if we can't stealthily complete this. Never mind. Who am I getting? But it would behoove everyone for me to complete this without lighting the signal fire. He's just sitting there yelling at a Caragor. What a loser. Nothing? Alright. There's a captain up there. Maybe we can go ahead and finish him off. Yes, that's me.
Say you like Ghost? I hate Ghost.
Oh, crap. Oh. Maybe that's poisoning. No. No. Crap. They summoned their reinforcements. Oh, boy. We've got to get out. Is there any herbs nearby? Nope. Anything we can do? Come on. We just gotta wheedle him down a little bit. Maybe I can still pull it off. Crap. There's just way too many of them. I've got to get out of here. There's no way I can handle this. Not on such low health. I've got to find a fire or something. Here. Yes. Perfect. And there's some herbs just around the corner. Goodbye. Done. Okay, so that was, let's see, a level 13. Okay, quick to anger, as opposed to recover 13% health on a flurry kill. Awesome. Okay, let's get you out of here, bud. Then we just got 2 more to free.
rescue our friends alone. Will you help?
Okay, I got full health from killing that captain, I think. So no need to seek out those herbs. Come on, let me up, please. There. Okay. Any and all havoc we can cause is a bonus. Come on, let me down. That's a lot. Let's wait till they move on. Yeah, no need to engage.
Ranger, help us. There are others.
Dadgum you! There's no need to fight them all. We can get out of here. There's nothing left. Have fun. Come on. Come on. Dang it. I'm really gonna have to kill all these guys. Maybe. Surely there's something. Something around. So fire. Yes, there is something I can do. And call some Caragors, for one. Don't mind me. Just hopping. That ought to keep him busy for just a second. We can drop some flies. Because he's the last one. If we can just get him free, it's over. Yes! Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. With that done, what's next? What's next for us? One more free the slave mission. And then this will all be behind us. Whew. Okay. Nope, you don't see me. You don't see me. It's all just a bad dream. Okay, back to where we started, at the Black Gate. Oh, are you kidding me? Is there another free the slave thing down here? There totally is. Hopefully it's close. And we got an ability point. Huzzah.
Please save my friends. They were going to sabotage an archer tower, but they'll surely be caught.
Let's see, and honestly, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it for when we unlock the next row, because there's some really cool things we get in the next row, and I know I'm not going to use those. I'm not going to use that those abilities. Okay, and we can increase our max health.
Many thanks, Ranger.
Okay, let's see. Nope, it's all the way over there. Okay, guys, I'm going to break my rule. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm not going to fast travel. I'm going to go, because honestly, it's not going to take that long. Especially if we get a Caragor. Dang it. Back off. No, 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 please, please, please. I hate Caragors, can't fight them. Come on. Oh. There. Whew. All right. And Caragors make wonderful mounts, but there it is, just within view. We're getting close, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually taking a little while. Yeah, this is where we killed that slave, the slave trader, way back at the beginning. Oh. I wonder how long Talion was under. How long was it before he was resurrected with the Wraith? Alright. It's time for freedom. For justice. For glory. How do I get up there? Maybe like this? No? Crap. Brilliant. There we go. Now we're close. It's all the way at the top. Can we actually get up back on the Black Gate? I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay, Venom. Emboldened by their victories, the outcasts have dared to poison the Grog, help them bring swift death to their oppressors. Cool. It's not a free the slaves, it's... Well, never... Oh, okay, it is a free the slaves. Oh. And the bonus objective is to actually do their job for them. What wieners. Okay. Poison Grog number 1. No, I want to poison the Grog. Yes. Let's see, where's more Grog? Let's see. We got a lot of slaves to rescue. Let's go ahead and... Yeah.
Is that you, Ranger? Coming down quickly.
Say nothing. Okay. Surely there's another Grog barrel nearby. Surely. Yep. Totally is. We just gotta make sure nobody sees. No one's alive to see, as it were. There. Okay. Nope, I didn't. Whatever. Okay, that's 2. You heard nothing. Okay.
Don't stop fighting, Ranger.
3 slaves free.
Thank you, Ranger.
Okay, that one's already poisoned. Let's see. Oh, here's one. Great. There's no one around to be poisoned, but that's not really the whole point of this, is it?
They do a good job. The warship will come and show us what
We don't leave Grog out so you can play with it. We leave it out so we can drink.
Okay, free you. Then we just have one more.
Thank you.
Okay. Awesome. Any more? Yes, we got one more. Free the slave mission. I think that's the last one.
Ranger, take my advice. If you want to make these good,
Blame it on the alcohol. I want to go over the so I read all what's above me. Whatever. And that shouldn't take long. That's fine.
Stop this blade!
Let's see. We can get a Karagor out. And then we can use it to get across the map faster. Maybe. If it comes this way. Over here. No? Maybe? No. I need some more elf shot. Can you help with that? Okay, our elf shot's back at full. Okay, we're getting close.
finally I'm free.
We're getting very close. Here we are. Let's see, the outcasts have become more bold. They dared to sabotage an Uruk watchtower. Reward their courage with salvation. Wunderbar. Okay, bonus objective. Kill Uruks with ranged attacks. That's one of my favorite things to do. One. 2, 3. I could probably take out this whole camp with range attacks if I wanted to. 4, 5, 6. 7. Okay, that doesn't count, but it was just too good. Crap, we've got to get lower. The slaves are down here. 1.
Those prisoners up ahead. They're close to death.
Crap, I need elf shot. Oh, so I'm right here. Oh, we're right in the thick of it. Let's see. We can kill some people from here. Need more elf shot.
Did you really sabotage that tower? Or are you just...
Come on. Just need one more kill. There. Okay, now we can just free the guys and be done.
Udun's dead.
Now where is a guy to be freed?
You hear me? We need help. Cut me down. This is pain.
Okay. That's 2 of 5. Dad gummit. Okay. 3.
Are you really here to save us all? Don't give up.
Okay, he's down below. There.
I just want it to end. Please help. You weren't alone. Please find our friends.
Okay. Just one more slave to free. And we'll be good.
The edge. The edge. Ever so slow as it peels away.
That's horrifying. Crap, he's a stun blocker. No, I did not want to deal with this.
Stop moving!
Let's see. Yeah, there's something I can do about this. Come on. He's almost done. Just want to kill this captain. Done. Okay, now we just gotta free this last slave, and we'll be done. We'll be finished. Oh, they're all fleeing. I don't know if these are the bravest orcs or the most stupid. No, the most stupid. Come on. Be gone. Ooh. Oh, finally. All right. Success. It looks like that is the last Free the Slave mission in Mordor. That was only a level 9. Not enough to talk about. Okay, now I'm not going to do this vendetta mission. I might do it on my own time off camera, but that's it. We're finished. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That feels good. Udun is clear. So, now that we have mercilessly slaughtered all of Sauron's forces, what have we learned? Well, for that, we turn to the Appendices. A collection of all the knowledge of things that we have done, and all the things we've learned throughout our journey here in Mordor. So we're just going to go through, and I'm going to read some of the things, and we're going to talk about them. Or at least, I'm going to give my opinion on some of them. So, let's see. Can't really read the Ethildine, but from what I can see on the mural, it looks like the ring writing that's on the one ring of power. And it's obviously missing whoever's in the center. But it looks like there's elves and orcs gathered around. And that confuses me, because I don't really know what that means. Okay, artifacts. We found a ton of artifacts. And each of these has a memory engraved on them that we can, in addition to the base information, we can hear literally a voice from the past. Mortar and pestle, a remarkable find. This artifact may date back to the Second Age, to the great Númenórean incursion wherein the Dark Lord Sauron willingly fell into captivity. It would likely have been used by a healer to grind roots and herbs in the creation of poultices and unguents required to keep an army hale and healthy, or relatively healthy. Let's see, where is the memory? There you are.
The first messengers have rolled into camp. They're reporting few casualties. We've struck a mighty blow against the forces of Mordor aligned against us. Let it be so, and not fools' idle chatter. Haggador, what news?
They say we've won a monumental victory. You'll not be needing all that Athelis you've been grinding, my friend. Few need healing on this day, and more's the wonder. They say the Golden King has brought back a prize. Sauron himself, they're in the heavy chains.
Wow. Yeah, so that is from the Second Age, when the Númenóreans defeated Sauron and took him back to Númenor as a captive. Little did they know that it was actually Sauron's plan to be captured so that he could corrupt Númenor from within and doom the greatest kingdom of man. Let's see. Graven idol representing Morgoth. Before Númenor's fall, its priests and dark acolytes held sacrifices to strange gods in the temples, and graven idols such as these were freely worshipped. This idol represents Morgoth, the first Dark Lord of Middle-earth, and was likely carried to the mainland by missionaries seeking to spread his vile message. Yeah, Morgoth was the Dark Lord before Sauron, more powerful in a lot of ways. And when Sauron was captured and taken to Númenor, one of the things he did when he got there was preach, basically, that Morgoth was a god that they should follow. And it eventually led to the corruption and downfall of Númenor. Let's see. Where's the memory? There.
Farazon. He's been sold a bill of goods, all right. And what do we get? More war, more taxes. Ha! Humans sacrificing the town square. You can hear the screams all day and all night, and we're made to worship this hideous thing. The tree kindling. The king's ears filled with rubbish from his advisor, the great chained wonder Sauron, now princely Sauron. Islandale is right. Númenor is ruined. Violence can't take us away from this charnel house fast enough.
A strange rock. Arad Ruin's eruptions are sudden and violent. That's the volcano, Mount Doom. When the mountain awakes in fire, none are safe. The skies darken with smoke and ash, and fiery rocks are shot high into the air before landing with deadly force. This glassy obsidian stone is one of those volcanic rocks. It dates back to the Second Age, perhaps to when the Dark Lord formed his initial bond with the volcano. These remnants of a Rodruin's fury are prized for their hardness. They are often sharpened to make weapons.
Where'd you get off to, child?
I found this, Daddy.
This kind of rock is very rare. It comes from the volcano. There. Now, Doom is a foul place, angry and mean. It will explode when Sauron is near and plotting, spitting all manner of foulness into the air. Smoke and dust and rocks that burn the ground. It does this as a warning. I will not stay silent for long. Sort of like your mother. Don't tell your mother I said that.
So this rock is...
It is a rock, nothing more. And you needn't be afraid of a rock or Doom, which is silent to this very day. And sweetie, if you need a lesson from all this, why, here's a fine one. Even a foul place like that volcano can produce beautiful things.
It's really heartwarming. From a time when Sauron was but a fairy tale. It's terrible when you find out fairy tales are true. Alright, an excavator cog. This cog was spit from one of the great Uruk war machines, perhaps an excavator. As the Uruks push farther and farther into Mordor, they have torn up the land seeking resources to fuel their Dark Lord's massive war effort. Excavators churn the ground to uncover metal for the forges, clay for the kilns, and any artifacts, weapons, or tools that might be of use. Let's see. There you are.
Here, found it in Udun.
What is it?
They got these machines, see? And they're digging up everything in Udun. The thing tears the land up. Then the slaves pick through everything. Clay and mud go to the kilns. If they find metal, that goes to the forges. Anything they can use, they take back. And if they find an old weapon or piece of armor, they hand it off to the Urukai, the biggins. Maybe to study, maybe to wear. I don't know. They're on the move for sure.
We must know what is happening in Mordor. We have other eyes there, but yours are sharp. You serve us well. You will return there and report back. The Council must learn of your actions. Do not get caught.
See, this is very interesting, because it's an orc reporting to someone about Sauron's duty. Or, I'm pretty sure it's an orc. So there's a short list of people that might be, and if I had to guess, I'd say it was Saruman. Starting his turn, but also still not yet on Sauron's side. Interesting. Let's see. A Hoblade. Númenóreans carried a great many things with them in their great diaspora. Their journey was long and perilous, and not all who undertook it lived to see their new homes. They carried with them what they could. Beyond their physical possessions, the tools and the trinkets, they also carried with them their shared dreams for a better life. Their land was consumed, but they would live on, and their relics are spread throughout Middle-earth. Now, all that worship of the Dark Lords and whatnot eventually led to the downfall of Númenor, both literally and metaphorically. The ocean swallowed up Númenor as the wrath of the gods of the far west, the Valar, overtook them. Now, Gondor and Arnor, if you remember from the Lord of the Rings films and books, are actually the refugees from that catastrophe set up Gondor and Arnor as kingdoms. So as great as Gondor and Arnor are, they are literally the refuse of that ancient land. Let's see. What memories do you have for us? There.
He's in jail for a reason.
For saying what we're all thinking.
You want to live forever? Plow in this field?
The elves lord it over us. Don't they just? Sauron's right. We can live without pain, without growing old.
And you want to go to war to make that happen?
I want the king to listen to good ideas.
Well then, he should have nothing to do with Sauron.
Fighting with the elves is not a bad idea. It's the worst idea imaginable.
Numenor actually went to war with the elves, seeking their secret to eternal life, not realizing that in the lore of Middle-earth, death was actually the gift of man, that they would eventually end their suffering and leave this world. A rusted horn. The horn heralded the great victory at the end of the Second Age by the last alliance at the Battle of Dagorlad. It blew in defiance of the mouth of Sauron, an assembled army of more than 300,000 orcs, and the Dark Lord himself, who ruled over the forces aligned against men and elves. It sounded the charge of the battle plain and serenaded the fallen dead, those unfortunate souls who would be forever doomed to haunt the dead marshes.
They say the enemy is weak on the left, and that the dwarves will tear through them there. Maybe then we can leave these filthy marshes and go home. Yesterday, the enemy made a call for parley. We saw the emissary's party ride out, a terrible black figure atop a black horse, and flanked by two huge men, similarly clad in black. They were not allowed to ride among our lines. Amid suspicion, they would scout our disposition and report back to their vile master. Instead, a small group of elves and men rode out to meet him. We could not hear what was said, but there will be no peace. Around the camp there are whispers. They say the emissary's mouth blackened and burned with Sauron's words, and that saying them caused the emissary great pain. He promised only slavery and toil, and I am compelled to believe it. I cannot help but think we will never make it into Mordor. Only death awaits us here.
That's the, from the Battle of the Last Alliance. The War of the Last Alliance, when the men and elves, and also a few dwarves, as the memory suggested, went to war against Sauron after the fall of Numenor, when he had forged the One Ring. Alright, a pickaxe. Uruk referred to mining as working the black seam, as they extract iron and adamant from the earth to fuel their war machine. They are adept miners and oftentimes use steel pickaxes such as this one to extract ore. Now, however, the pickaxes are in the hands of the slaves, and Uruk serve as their overseers.
Black captains and Urukai. Damn if I can't tell who's worse. Who are we working for these fools in the first place? We should be in charge. Come on. Don't you want to crack the whip instead of having it cracked over you? You'll be the death of us talking like that. Here now. Think I'm talking about talk? I'm talking about less whining, more mining. There's the first throwhole cut.
Okay, I just want to say something. The fact that they're calling these Uruks Urukai is completely against the lore, because Uruks are a thing in the lore of Middle-earth. There's regular orcs, and Uruks are just particularly large and nasty ones that are sort of rare. Urukai are specifically the creatures that Saruman bred. So calling these creatures Urukai doesn't fit in the lore at all. At least that's to my understanding. If I'm wrong, please correct me, and I'll have to do some research. But that's how I've taken it all these years. Let's see. Grog Bowl. The myth of the filthy, crud-encrusted Uruk Grog Bowl is just that. Uruk trainers beat it into their charges to keep their grog bowls as clean as possible to avoid the old soldier's disease. These bowls are commonly made of clay and baked in huge kilns, but Mordor has proved a fruitful realm for the Uruks, and now some bowls are made of metal or wood. Interesting. Orcs not as inept as we make them out to be.
No more being bossed around by that damned Urukai. Into the barracks and bleed that spark dry. He won't be so high and mighty when he's dead. And we'll run the place. You and me. All's for us. Face me? More grog? We won't be going hungry. That's a fact.
A serpentine blade. A deadly shiv, this serpentine blade has played a role in many betrayals. Uruk power struggles are legendary. Weakness is not tolerated, and warriors move up in ranks by murdering their superiors. The Uruks have been roused by their recent successes in Mordor, and as the soldiers' ambition grows, weapons such as these are becoming more and more common. Let's see, where is this memory? There you are.
Remember me, filth? What the? Change of plans, lads. I'm in charge. We're gonna tear the Black Hand up. Don't you forget about me! Oh yeah, right. My, memory's not that good.
Huh? I don't get it. Huh. Basket fragment. This utterly unremarkable basket has seen better days. Okay. Few, if any, of the outcast's possessions have survived. In bygone days, this basket would likely have been carried by a woman on her daily errands, and used to carry all manner of goods. Now, it's interesting to me, the outcasts. Many of them former slaves who are refugees from Gondor, who took up residence in Mordor while Sauron was gone for thousands of years.
Stop! Do not move! By order of Gondor, trespassing on the Morannon is punishable by death. Do not...
A woman? The outcasts now send women alone to steal from us.
Do your worst, Ranger, but I will fight.
You were but skin and bones.
I can still fight.
Gather what you can and run. Quickly, before the others see you. Shouldn't be let to starve. Quickly now. Go! Go!
That sounds like Hirgun, the ranger who deserted the Black Gate, the guy who we've been helping, a leader of the outcasts. Apparently he saw sympathy and love on the other side of the borders of Gondor. Rangers Reading Primer. The Rangers of Gondor are not just powerful warriors, they also perform a host of duties throughout the kingdom. Depending on the circumstances, a ranger may be called upon to serve as a mediator, a judge, a medic, and on occasion even a teacher. Rangers have been known to carry basic reading primers, and during their stays in villages where opportunities for learning are scant, to select a few favored pupils and show them how to read and write. That's cool. Where is the memory? There you are.
Sound it out now.
Fear no. Why must you put me through this, Hirgon?
There's no one to blame but yourself. You begged me to teach you the words in my books.
I regret that now. What use is the page here in Mordor?
Here, look at this. It's a note for you.
My love. Be my knife?
Try again.
Knife?
Or... wife.
Wife? Yes, Hirgon. I am yours.
So sweet. I don't really know what happens to Hirgon and his people. I hope they make it out safe. Musty Tome. This almanac has been bound in leather and appears to be more than a century old. The writing within is a compilation of history, poetry, and translation from across Middle-earth. It gathers together works of antiquity from the great realms of Gondor, Arnor, and Numenor, and even some samples of songs from the distant halflings. That's cool. The most curious entry is the Lament, a work of metered verse whose controversial origin has been debated among scholars for many years. It has been suggested by some that its author was an Ent, one of the ancient shepherds of the trees. What secrets do you have?
You were Thelis or Hithius? Can I find anything in this almanac? Well, only one way to be sure. Cheers. Now I wait. This will either cure my fever, or I'll be dead in seconds.
It shan't do either. You'll need to ground it up for its healing properties.
You, the outcast woman.
I'm Erin. I never got to thank you, Ranger. There are but few of your kind on the Black Gate.
Duty clouds kindness in these parts. That's why I deserted. I'm Hirgon.
Oh. So he was He was lost and injured when Aaron found him. The story becomes more clear. Horned helmet. This helmet was once used by the outcasts of Udun for secret rituals. The horns and the leather were taken from the wild kine of Ara, hunted far from Mordor in the fields of Rhûn. It dates from a distant time when these men were prisoners of Gondor, made to toil on the construction of the Towers of the Teeth. Even now, the outcasts remain mistrustful of those wearing metal armor. This helmet is a reminder of dark times past, a harbinger of darker times to come, and a symbol of the outcast's determination to never again live under the yoke of slavery. Interesting.
You've let me into your homes. You've let me into your lives. And now you bestow upon me your greatest honor. Though I come from the Black Gate, though I was once known to you as the enemy, I turn my back on Gondor. You people, you outcasts as you've been named, are people of honor, people of strength. I have found love within your tribe, but for your tribe as well. And you have taught me of a life I thirsted for, but never knew existed. Now it is my time to teach you. I will impart to you all my knowledge of war. And the orcs push us, but we will find strength and push back. And this land will be ours.
Tattered note. No idea what it says, but let's see. A parchment letter sent from the outcast Erin details her imminent capture by the Uruks. This note is clearly intended for Hirgon, her husband and leader of the outcasts. Whether it has reached her intended recipient is another matter entirely.
My dear Hirgon, I hide outside the camp and pray they do not find me. They are taking anyone they find into slavery. If only you were here. But I know you must fight the Uruks, or there will be no chance any of us will ever be free. I fear I will never see you again, if they find me. I do not know how long I can survive. Your beloved wife, Erin.
So these artifacts are basically telling the story of Numenor in one part, and telling the story of Hirgon and Aaron in another. Ranger's cloak clasp. His decorative metal bands were used by rangers primarily to keep their cloaks closed. Like guardsmen of Gondor, rangers were held to exacting standards by their masters, and this meant keeping their clasps polished. Rangers would use the clasps as makeshift signal devices, catching sunlight to create reflective flashes to communicate with their comrades over long distances. That's clever.
The towers will be up soon. Don't know why we're calling them the Teeth. They should be called the Jaw.
Because they'll be hitting us there.
Indeed. Right in the jaw and as often as they can.
That's a grim outlook, brother. We'll be able to see into Mordor here, and fight if necessary.
It's from the days of the construction of the Towers of the Teeth, which, unlike the Black Gate, were actually built by Gondorians. An iron shackle. These are prisoners' shackles. Leg irons, to be specific. They date back to the Second Age and were most likely worn by Gondorian captives, men and women whose involuntary servitude built the Towers of the Teeth flanking the Morannon. These captives would later throw off their shackles and begin a new life as outcasts in Udun. Some would keep their shackles to remind themselves of their hardship. I wonder, what do the outcasts call themselves?
All right, worms. Welcome to the Black Gate. You'll be building our watchtowers for us. Hard work will be rewarded.
Sir, do you mean hard work will be rewarded with a shorter sentence?
The traitors, the lot of them. Murderers and thieves. When I say rewarded, I mean I won't throw you to the catacombs.
Coded journal entry number 1. The skies over Mordor are being cleared by fell beasts and fell beasts the hellhawk. Crows such as this poor fellow are hunted relentlessly, but not as food. No, crows are hunted because each of the oversized black birds is a potential spy, a messenger who might be carrying news to a master outside of Mordor. The crow met its doom trying to deliver a coded note. Interesting. What can you tell me?
Here's what I saw. I told you the orcs are digging everywhere. Well, they've dug huge caves into the ground in the side of the hills and into the mountains where they do their work. Some of it's forges, and they got blacksmiths making armor and all kinds of weapons. They save on metal by making their armor for the front only. Like they're not planning on retreating anymore. Oh, and they got these huge pits too. Bigger than I've ever seen. They pull the new orcs, maybe 100 or so a day. Some of them are those Urukai. You can tell them right away, because they've got a head or so on other orcs. They come out fighting, and immediately start bossing everyone else around. No one's the wiser about me spying. But don't send no more clothes. The other orcs might get suspicious.
If I had to venture a guess, I'd say this is part 2 of the Saruman storyline. Saruman who has spies in Mordor. I don't know if that's accurate to the books, but it definitely sounds possible. Okay, lockpick. This simple metal prod is a burglar's best friend. The pick is small and easily concealed. It can be palmed or even hidden under the tongue with minimal effort. Man, that is tiny. In the hands of a skilled thief, the pick can be used to quickly and quietly defeat most locks of non-magical origin.
Sir, the situation is very confused. How is it confused? I see the prisoners escaping, running towards the gates, which seem to have flown open by sorcery or sabotage. Archer, stand down! Sir, we're not wasting good arrows on those people. They've served their purpose. They're damned. They're damned well out of my hair. Mordor can take the whole stinking lot of them. And send my compliments to the captain of the gates. I suppose he sent me this lockpick as some sort of joke.
I think that's Hirgon, who was the captain of the gates at the time, and let them free. No. It couldn't have been Hirgon. This is way before that. Hirgon didn't let the slaves free. He found the slaves after they had already been free for a long while. Branding iron. Not old Scorchy is a common refrain from the orcs of Udun. Oh god. It is interesting to note that while branding with red-hot irons as punishment is commonplace, with the orcs searing the flesh of their unruly brethren as much as they do their slaves, old Scorchy is unique, used only by the most recalcitrant. The orcs believe Scorchy holds sorcerous powers, enabling it to burn longer and hotter, and to scorch with such intensity the pain can be felt for weeks after the branding. That's awful.
All right, you. You're not so brave now, are you? Hold him, boys. Get your filthy hands off me. It's simple, see? Do unto others quicker and harder than they do unto you. But at least you tried. Next time, try harder. This is going to hurt a lot. But you'll learn who's in charge. No! Not old Scorchy! Anything but old Scorchy!
They weren't kidding. Okay, and that looks like it's all the artifacts we've discovered. 19 out of 42. Okay. Next we move on to nature. The animals. Ghouls. These feral nocturnal beasts inhabit, or more accurately, plague, Mordor. They live in damp, fetid places or underground lairs, and only emerge from their nests at night when they swarm in packs to bring down prey. The ghouls are carnivorous and not at all picky. They will feast on dead, rotting flesh and innards, or one another if their situation calls for it. They do not speak, but are clever creatures, and their attacks make use of numbers to ensure a foe is overwhelmed. Targets unfortunate enough to be chosen by them are also assaulted by the ghouls' acidic and deadly venom, which the creatures can spit over great distances. They sound like some sort of horrible, deteriorated breed of goblin. Yeah, and as far as I know, these are nowhere in the books or the films. I think they're original to this game. Ungol. These are oversized spiders, the evil, intelligent children of the Queen Shelob. While they've taken the Nan Ungol, Sinderian for Valley of the Spiders, as their primary home, they've since spread across Mordor, taking residence in its cave and other dark places, and are actively reporting back to their queen. Their nests and lairs are littered with the crushed bones of their prey. They're not afraid to make victims of the encroaching Uruks. The recent stirrings in Mordor have emboldened the Ungol and piqued the curiosity of the Spider Queen, but to what ends remains a mystery. Well, Shelob is definitely from the books, but I don't know if she had other spiders like this about. Meh. I can't remember. Morgai flies. I know these are made up for the game. With Mordor's predilection for unburied corpses, Morgai flies have become a mainstay. Their nests can be found hanging anywhere there might be flesh, and any disturbance sends the insects into a frenzy. When this happens, the malevolent creatures swarm, working in concert with one another, creating a relentless, stinging mass powerful enough to overwhelm even an armor-clad Uruk. Ugh. The red markings on their back are reminiscent of the blazing eye of Sauron, and these creatures are extensions of his dark spirit. That's horrifying. The game makers had way too much fun with this. Ooh, Hellhawk. Mordor's skies have seen their share of sparrows, finches, eagles, falcons, and crows, but the Hellhawk is a relative newcomer. They are smaller cousins to the winged fell beasts in the eyries of Nan Morlith. These carnivorous reptilian creatures fly on leathery wings and use their elongated necks to clear the skies of other flying creatures. And as the Uruks are being bred to ensure dominion over Mordor's lands, so are the Hellhawks being created to ensure the Dark Lord's will exert over the skies. The Hellhawks patrol the air day and night, guarding against spies, keeping a watch against invasion, and seeking out their master's enemies. Ugh. Mordor rats. The rats of Mordor are multiplying. They have always feasted gladly on corpses, but they've recently become more daring and have begun attacking the weak and the sick. They don't care if the victim is an orc, man, or ghoul. All flesh is food to them. Mordor is just a brutal, brutal place. Caragor. The common Caragor is vicious, disgusting, and a relentless killing machine. It is native to Mordor and the realm's top predator. Their powerful legs make them excellent sprinters and fair climbers. Their jaws are powerful enough to snap through bones and cut through all manner of armor. They attack and kill any competing predator, such as wargs, on sight. Orcs have begun to capture and cage these animals. Although their attempts to domesticate them as cavalry mounts have been largely unsuccessful, the Caragor has proven remarkably stubborn and resistant to training. Morgul bats. The corrupted and bloated bats of the Mountains of the Shadow have held vigil in Mordor since the Dark Lord's defeat. These bats leave their caves at night to suck the fluid protrusence from the corpses littering Mordor. Oh my gosh! Rotten flesh sticks in their teeth, decaying and creating a lethal toxin which is prized by the Uruks. The bravest of them journey into the caves to harvest the poisons and coat their weapons. These Uruks can get poisoned. Those Uruks that get poisoned become horribly diseased and bloated, wearing their deformities as marks of honor. The poison slowly eats at their minds, sending them nightmares of a demonic man-bat who preys on fear. Batman, anyone? The ghouls are the only predators of the bats. Those that survive naturally mix the poison with their caustic digestive juices, creating a deadly cocktail of projectile vomit. Great. Nifredio. Okay, we're to the plants. And as much as I love plants, I'm not a botany major. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, for those of you who want to read this, I'm just going to open up the menu and you guys can pause it if you want to read it yourself. But I'm not going to go over every single flower that happens to grow in the Dark Land. Pipeweed. Yeah, that's the stuff that the hobbits use. Lothrond. Mushroom. Ramenthond. No idea. Azuradan. Blue milk. Malos. Elgarin. Earthbread. Potato. Hithlas. And that's all. Okay, people, Talion. A Gondorian ranger, Talion was slaughtered in the Black Gate along with his wife, Ioreth, and his son, Deerhile. Talion did not find peace in death, however. He was cursed and resurrected by a powerful wraith who possessed his body and reforged him as an undying spirit of vengeance. Talion's swordsmanship, speed, resistance, and training have all been augmented by the wraith's presence within him, as though he himself possessed the power of one of the great rings. Yeah. He can view the unseen world, lay his hands on his foes, and exploit their fears and dominate their wills, making him a monster to the monsters. Talion is bound to Mordor, doomed to reside there until he can destroy the black captains who murdered his family and face the Dark Lord who commands them. Hirgon of Tarnost. Hirgon of Tarnost was a ranger stationed on the Black Gate. Hirgon served the guard faithfully, but fell in love with an outcast woman, Erin, and deserted, risking execution for leaving his post. Love prevailed. The two were married, and Hirgon lived amongst the outcast, people who feared and hated his kind. When the Uruks invaded Udun, Hirgon's skills proved invaluable, as the outcast often deferred to his experience, and he was unable to stop his beloved wife from being captured by the Uruks and seeks desperately to rescue her. Erin sang to the prisoners in lockup. She tended to their needs and fed them. Her father was the constable, a cold and hard man who served a rough justice. Her kindness softened many hard tempers, and she kept peace as well as, or perhaps even better than, her father. Her fine singing attracted the attention of the ranger Hirgon, and the two fell in love. Outcasts and rangers distrusted each other, and sometimes killed one another. Erin married her ranger, and her pleasant nature overcame the scorn she received from her people. When Erin was captured by the Uruks, Hirgon was crushed, and Erin, even in captivity, knew her love would save her. Ioreth was Talion's wife, Deerhile's mother, and Hallis's daughter. She was born and raised in Minas Tirith, where her father was a guard of the citadel. When she was 19, she and Talion fled Gondor together to build a new life on the frontier of the kingdom. She was killed, along with her family, by the Black Hand when Sauron returned to Mordor. Deerhile. Deerhile was Talion and Ioreth's son. Born and raised on the Black Gate, Deerhile wanted nothing more than to be a ranger like his father, and his grandfather before him. It was not to be. He was killed, along with his parents, by the Black Hand. Rangers of the Black Gate. Gondor controlled the Black Gate for over 2 millennia after Sauron's defeat, with the Rangers keeping watch over Mordor. The Rangers supervised the building of the Towers of the Teeth, standing guard over the Gondorian prisoners who would later escape into Udun and settle there. Over the centuries, the Rangers suffered greatly, their numbers whittled down by a great plague and an invasion by the Easterlings. Eventually, a small but hardened crew stood to man the watch, a brave few who were quickly overwhelmed when Sauron returned. Wraiths. There are many restless spirits within Middle-earth who have not been able to find peace in death. Wights, wraiths, and ghosts of terror. Sauron, the necromancer, calls them all within the borders of Mordor. Should he rebuild his power and be able to command this lost army of the dead, he will be unstoppable. Now, I know that is not canon. But yeah, there's a whole lot of various kinds of undead in Middle-earth. And Sauron, the necromancer, did have some on his side. Uruks, the great orcs. The Uruk is the elite of all the orc breeds. They are grown in huge vats as a leadership caste and are taller, stronger, and better able to withstand daylight and more ill-tempered than the other lesser orcs. They are captains and commanders, bred for war and determined to take back their homeland for the Dark Lord Sauron. They impose their will with brute force. They hate beautiful things, will not admit to any fears, revel in slaughter, and enslave any who stand in their path. They are certain their Dark Lord has returned to lead them to their destiny as rulers of Middle-earth. Gollum. A pathetic creature. Gollum was all but forgotten his original name. He was Smeagol, a hobbit corrupted beyond redemption by the power of the One Ring. Smeagol obtained the ring, affectionately called My Precious, through treachery, and took it to a new home under the Misty Mountains. Under the ring's evil influence, Smeagol lived for centuries, his mind destroyed and his body twisted into a pale skeletal form. The orcs he preyed on called him Gollum after his horrid choking cough, and the name stuck. Smeagol was no more. After 4 centuries, the ring grew restless and sought a new owner in the Hobbit, Bilbo Baggins. But Gollum has not forgotten his precious. He has journeyed into Mordor to find it, drawn to the power of the Ringmaker. Ratbag. Ratbag the Uruk craves power without knowing what he would do with it. He cannot heft a heavy weapon over his head, but he will, stupidly perhaps, attempt to claw his way to the top of Sauron's army by aligning with his people's great enemy, the Grave Walker. He has deluded himself into believing the Ranger will help him become a war chief, and, once he has power, he will be able to keep all he has achieved. His many scars bear witness to his ineptitude and history of failure. He is a craven little thing whose only chance of success is in spite of himself. Uruk captains. Uruk captains oversee Sauron's army. They enforce construction and demolition projects, craft battle plans, and administer discipline to their underlings. The Uruk hierarchy is combative. Captains win their place by slaughtering those above them, and keep power by destroying underlings who might oppose them. This ensures endless competition among the Uruks, and winning the rank of captain means an Uruk is one of the strongest, deadliest, and most devious of their kind. As a measure of their status, captains often carry the best weapons and armor pried from the corpses of the foes they have killed, and bear the scars from the battles they have fought. Uruk war chiefs. Uruk war chiefs are the elite. They kill their way to the top and defend their position with absolute ferocity. They gather a squad of bodyguards to serve under them and protect them from the constant threats to their authority and their lives. These bodyguards are loyal as long as they fear their master, and will defend him, but the war chief is always on guard against the knife in the back. As such, war chiefs generally avoid being seen and only emerge after being drawn out into combat by a powerful foe. To refuse combat from such a foe would be a sign of weakness and spell doom for a war chief. That's me. Slavers. Labor moves Mordor, and slavers move the labor. They are the ones who process captured humans and dispatch their chattel to sites across Mordor via the Black Road. The Uruks realize slave labor has freed them to focus on forging the Dark Lord's great war machine, and are looking beyond Mordor for more captives. There are whispers that they are being aided on this front by a mysterious figure, a dwarf of the coin. I wonder who that could be. Beastmasters. Beastmasters are spawned for the job no Uruk would rightly volunteer for, taming and slaughtering the wild beasts of Mordor. They are ideal for their dual role as hunter and killer. Mordor is a place of wild beasts requiring domination. Beastmasters track and capture the creatures required to service the Dark Lord's army, and they exterminate the monsters that might impede its progress. They're the ones who trap Caragors and pen them, or bring down the enormous great beasts to be used as cargo carriers. Beastmasters are also clear campsites and outposts, destroying the native ghouls, ungol, and rats, so as to make the sites usable for their brethren. Lothario. Lothario is the daughter of Lady Morwen, Queen of the Shore. As an infant, she was the only survivor of a trading ship which fell prey to the raids of the tribesmen. Queen Marwen adopted the infant as a daughter, and she is now the first in line for the throne. Interesting. No one questions Lothario's authority. She grew up quickly among the tribesmen and has taken their values as her own. A tough warrior, she is resourceful and honorable to a fault. She has never surrendered in a battle, even when it costs those following her their lives. That sounds a little bit on the foolish side. The Outcasts of Udun. The Outcasts are descendants of escaped Gondorian prisoners. Their forefathers built the Towers of the Teeth on the Black Gate many centuries ago. Their escape into Udun allowed them to create new lives for themselves. Even if the land was harsh and unforgiving, they were free. Now Sauron and the Uruks have returned, and there is no freedom to be found within the land of shadow. Slaves. The Uruks are building Sauron's war machine on the back of conquered and enslaved humans. A bargaining slave trade exists throughout Mordor, with newly captured slaves sent to Tharbond and then shipped out via great beasts. Throughout Mordor, slaves are working in foundries and mills, growing food for the Uruks and suffering on poles and as object lessons in obedience. A slave's life consists of toil and beatings. This is a new Mordor, and human slaves are making it a reality. But the Grave Walker has brought a small glimmer of hope back into their lives. Celebrimbor, a shining light of the elves of the Second Age of Middle-earth. Celebrimbor was lord of Eregion and the greatest elven smith to be found in mortal lands. He was strong, fearless, proud, and unforgiving. But his pride was his undoing, and the undoing of his kingdom. He was seduced by Sauron in fair guise, and side by side they forged the rings of power. 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die. In secret, Sauron forged the One Ring, the Master Ring to control all others. And also, Celebrimbor, I'm adding to this, in secret forged the 3 elven rings of power, completely free of Sauron's influence. The Hammer of Sauron. The Hammer was once a man, a stretcher-bearer for Gondor dedicated to retrieving the wounded. His life changed on the slopes of Mount Doom when he retrieved Sauron's mace after the Dark Lord fell. When he took up the weapon of Sauron, he realized that his life had been wasted in saving others who sought glory in war. If men wished to die gloriously in battle, he would grant their wish with pleasure. He became doomed to a bloodlust that would never be sated. He has waited millennia for the Dark Lord's return to Mordor, and now his purpose has been revealed to him. The Tower of Sauron. As the tower's evil has grown, so has his stature. He is trapped inside armor that will not grow with him, and his agony is exquisite. He was once a Númenórean, and as he can recall, he either built a tower or was locked inside one. His appearance is horrific. To stand near him is to feel the revulsion he feels for himself. Even his fellow captains despise the tower, although they have come to rely on his great corrupting evil. His propensity for slaughter is unmatched. He makes his victims feel his pain, and he revels in it. Jace! The Black Hand of Sauron. The Black Hand is the greatest and most feared of the Black Captains. His mere presence in the battlefield spreads terror amongst his foes and servants alike. Some say he was once a great king from the east who brought Sauron the heads of 2 Istari as gifts. Others say that he returned across the seas with Sauron after the fall of Númenor. Still others claim that he is the Dark Lord himself, once again taking fair form within Mordor. There are many stories of his origins. All of them are lies. The only things which are certain are that he is the master of deceit, and that he serves the Dark Lord with absolute loyalty. Neat. The Talons of the Black Hand. The Talons are the elite personal guard of the Black Hand of Sauron. The Black Hand was schooled in sorcerous arts at the side of the Necromancer, and he personally draws forth the Talons from their spawning vats at Barad-dûr. They are tested in battle immediately after they are dragged screaming into a world of anger, hatred, and fury. There are always 5 Talons, and whenever one falls in battle, his body is returned to the vats where his death can feed the creation of his successor. If his corpse cannot be successfully carried back to Barad-dûr, then the remaining Talons are sacrificed in his stead. Man! And that's all for people. Lore. Ithildin, also called Star Moon, are ancient symbols that can be found carved into the living stone in ruins in Mordor. They are relics of an ancient kingdom invisible to all but the Wraith, who can see into the unseen world. The Wraith within Talion can view and activate these symbols of power. More to the point, he feels a distinct connection with them. They are relics of his past. Ithildin is also the stuff that was on Moria's Gate, and also on the dwarvish map in The Hobbit. It can only be seen by moonlight. Mirian. These coins were maintained by elven smiths of Eregion, and Mirian became the currency of that realm, prized throughout Middle-earth. As with the Ithildin, which they marked on their doors, Mirian was wrought from mithril, which they traded with the dwarves for. The currency would commonly be traded between the races to locations such as the market of Khazad-dûm. To honor the dwarves, Mirian pieces featured Durin's door on one side and its great forge on the other. In the Second Age, the Dark Lord Sauron relentlessly sought the destruction of Mirian, and now the coins are supremely rare relics of a long-dead kingdom. That sounds really lore-friendly, but I don't really know. Runes. Behold the runes. Elvish smiths detail their great deeds and commemorate the triumphs of long-dead warriors with these enigmatic and powerful markings. The smiths employ arcane craft to create their runes, recording the final fate of their enemies with the metallic compounds Ethildine and attaching them to their armor, blades, and great bows. In this way, the elves create cast a unique legend for their fabled weapons. The legend will grow with each great deed. The Uruks will come to know weapons adorned by them in name, as they have Glamdring and Orcrist, and to fear its great power. Mordor, a land of shadow and the home of the second Dark Lord of Middle-earth, Sauron. Mordor beckons to spirits and calls dark things to its twisted heart. It is home to many monstrous creatures, among them Caragor's Graugs and the Ungol, monsters neither the Uruks nor the Dark Lord have tamed. Its burning heart, Aradruin, Mount Doom, currently lays dormant. It has been still for thousands of years. Sauron's fortress, Barad-dûr, is not fully raised and is cloaked from sight by a dark shroud. The Uruks have seized all of Mordor from the Black Gate to Nirn, hundreds of miles to the south. Many innocent people have been trapped with little hope of escape. Morannon, the Black Gate of Mordor, is a formidable defensive structure that spans the gap between Mordor's arid Lithwi, Ash Mountains, and the Ethelduath, Mountains of Shadow. It has alternately protected Mordor from Gondorian invasion and Gondor from Mordor. Its walls are built of stone and are impregnable. The magnificent structure was created during the Second Age by the Dark Lord Sauron's forces using the power of the One Ring. Later, after Sauron's defeat at the Battle of Dagorlad, Gondorians used prison labor to construct the Towers of the Teeth, Narcos and Carcos, on either side of the Great Wall. Rangers of Gondor manned the gate for over 2,000 years, but their numbers have declined dramatically since the Great Plague. Udun. That's where we are now. The Valley of Udun is a harsh and unaccommodating land, used primarily as a way station for armies with ambitions to breach Mordor or attack from it. The sprawling land was once populated by Gondorian outcasts, but is now commanded by the Uruks. Udun is bounded by the Black Gate in its north and the iron jaws of Karak Angren to the south. Defended by the reoccupied stronghold Durthang, and cut by the imposing Black Road leading to the fortress ruins of Barad-dûr, where the Dark Lord has retreated after his defeat by the White Council at Dol Guldur. Aradruin. Aradruin, better known as Mount Doom, is the greatest volcano in Middle-earth, and is the fiery heart of Sauron's realm. It was in the Samath Noir, Chambers of Fire, within the mountain that Sauron forged the One Ring to dominate all of Middle-earth, and this is the only place where it can be unmade. Aradruin has been dormant since the One Ring was cut from Sauron's hand on its very slopes. It will once more burst into flame when Sauron has rebuilt his power in the ruins of Barad-dûr. Interesting. Barad-dûr. The Dark Tower has lain in ruins since it was cast down by Gondor after Sauron's defeat at the end of the Second Age. However, as long as Sauron survives, the foundations of Barad-dûr can never be destroyed. It is to these ruins that Sauron has retreated since his return to Mordor. Hidden behind a sorcerous veil, he has begun to rebuild his power for the great war of the Ring to come. These images are just gorgeous. Carath Angren. The iron jaws of Carath Angren are formed by spurs from the mountains Ered Luith, the Ash Mountains, and its Ethelduath, Mountains of Shadow. The solitary gateway between the Valley of Udun to the north and the Plateau of Gargaroth to the south. This pass has been heavily modified to augment its defenses, and its Black Road has been dramatically widened to prepare for the Dark Lord's armies. Under Uruk's supervision, slaves at Carath Angren have constructed the Garthar, an oppressive, towering stone and steel monument to Sauron, one paying homage to the Dark Lord's past and celebrating his inevitable victory over the kingdoms of men. The Garthar. A mere glance at the Garthar is sufficient enough to instill dread in any human. This is more than an ostentatious representation of the Dark Lord Sauron's power. It is a statement of intent and a supernatural expression of his presence. A giant, stone-carved Sauron, magnificently clad in armor, holds in his hands chains to which are tethered the subjugated kings of men. Garthar radiates contempt and power. Sauron's will built the statue just as it restored him to power after his defeat by Gil-galad and Elendil. Look upon me and despair, Garthar commands. Uruk's Hollow. Before Sauron's return, Uruk's Hollow was a seasonal market town known to the outcasts as the Slabs. Now it has become a slave camp where Sauron's army gathers captured men to be processed before being transported to work sites throughout Mordor. Only the strongest survive their incarceration in the Hollow, and those that die, due to rampant starvation, disease, and abuse, become meat for the Uruk sawbones or the Mordor rats that share their cages. Despite the grave hardships of life in the Hollow, the prisoners have not lost all hope as stories have begun circulating of a vengeful spirit who strikes terror into their oppressors and helps the outcast to escape the hell that Mordor has become. The Black Road. Mordor's central highway, the Black Road, runs from the Black Gate through the valley of Udun, intersects the Gorgoroth plains, and terminates at the edge of the Sorcerous Vale protecting the fortress of Barad-dûr. Since its construction in the Second Age, the Black Road has functioned primarily as a passageway for Middle-earth's many invading or retreating armies. The road is back again under Orcish control, and as an ominous portent, being widened by the enslaved people of Udun to support the Dark Lord's growing armies. Barad Silme. Nothing is known about these enigmatic ruins, creation or destruction, save for the haunting visions of the Wraith possessing the doomed ranger Talion. These towers are familiar. The eternal enemy, time, has cloaked their purpose, obscuring their forms, and made a distant memory of their creators. Until such time as their origins are uncovered, we can only classify these ruined monoliths as Barad Silme, Towers of Starlight. Unseen, they are shadows of Mordor's distant, violent past, reflecting memories of the lost elvish land Eregion. Woo! The Barrows. The Uruks will not admit to feeling fear, but they avoid the Barrows. They believe these caverns to be haunted by the vengeful dead, the spirits of men and elves slain in the Battle of Dagorlad. The truth is not so far from their suspicion. Because these caverns are avoided by the Uruks, they made an ideal refuge for the outcasts of Udun, and the Barrows are the headquarters of their leader Hirgun. They are connected to a series of caves which lead out of Mordor, emerging on the other side beneath the Black Gate. It is through here that the outcasts can hope to escape from Mordor and reach the freedom of Minas Tirith. Durthang. A Gondorian stronghold built in Udun after the defeat of Sauron by the Last Alliance. Durthang stood watch over Karach Angren and the lands beyond it. Rangers posted on the garrison patrolled Udun for more than 1,000 years, but attrition, invading Easterlings, and the Great Plague weakened their ranks. Eventually, the stronghold became impossible to hold. It was abandoned in the Third Age of Middle-earth in 1640, and since Sauron's return, has been taken over by the Uruks as a military fortress. Nirn. That's where we're heading in part 2. To outsiders, Mordor is often perceived as a dead realm, but this is not the case. Its southern region, Nirn, is fertile enough to feed the Dark Lord's numberless hordes. Its soil has been enriched by ash from Aradruin's eruptions, and its grasslands are fed by water from the Sea of Nirnen. Many of Mordor's beasts reside in Nirn, among them Graugs, Caragors, ghouls, hellhawks, and a host of other nameless horrors. The land was once the dominion of tribesmen under the rule of Lady Marwen, Queen of the Shore. Now the Uruks rule, but the few remaining free tribesmen refuse to admit defeat and mount whatever small resistance they can against their oppressors. Sea of Nirnen. Natives claim Mordor's inland sea is haunted. Water from Nirnen irrigates crops, but since the Dark Lord's return it has become bitter and undrinkable to men. Nirnen fisheries harvest strange, beaked abominations that howl in the nests. in the nets. Sailors who work on the trade routes before the Uruks captured Nirn speak of a multi-tentacle horror powerful enough to capsize and destroy the great slave barges the Uruks used to transport their captives. On the banks of Nirn, the fortress city of Tharband operates as a city of slaves. Uruks process their captives there before shipping them to sites across Mordor and beyond. The Rings of Power. 3 rings for the elven kings under the sky. 7 for their dwarf lords in their halls of stone. 9 for mortal men doomed to die. 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne, in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. 1 ring to rule them all. 1 ring to find them. 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them, in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. That's all for the appendices. That's all for the bonus missions. Thank you guys for making this, at least in my opinion, a successful first live stream and a wonderful end to the first half of my Shadow of Mordor Let's Play. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.